Hello and welcome to Spectator Mode, your new stop for all your gaming news. I'm Taylor Zeller. Each week, we'll be diving into the week's top stories to keep you, the fans, up to date with all things going on in the gaming industry. Again, a lot of this content will be focused more on the professional eSports side of things, but we will also be keeping you informed about new games, game delays, and tournaments you should check out in your free time. So let's get into it. To start off the episode, there are a few corrections I need to make in regards to last week's episode. First, I mistakenly gave the wrong value for the Smite World Championships prize pool. The $150,000 prize pool was for the Xbox One World Championship last week, whereas the PC World Championship had a prize pool of over $1 million. On the Xbox One, Team Envious beat Cognitive Gaming 3-0 to take home $75,000, where Team Epsilon beat Enemy 3-0 in the PC division to take home the $500,000 check. We also stated that the Xbox Mini rumor from WP Dang had the Xbox Mini being revealed during an October event amongst other Microsoft products. However, that information was referring to October of 2015, as the WP Dang rumor had appeared earlier in that year. We're sorry for the confusion. Our first story this week comes to us from The Verge, who announced in a report that Vulcan, one of the leading esports fantasy sites, had laid off almost a quarter of their staff. Founded in 2011, Vulcan had raised $12 million in April of last year to build a network of supported esports games for fantasy users to bet on. They even boasted paying out over $10 million to players over the past year. However, all that's good was not meant to last. This past week, the company announced that they were firing 14 of their 55-man team after last week's announcement that they will no longer be offering paid contests. Fantasy sports have come into question over the past year, with sites like DraftKings and FanDuel coming under FBI investigation for breaking federal gambling laws. As a result, many states begin banning fantasy sites while the federal government determines whether to allow those sites to continue. In an email, co-founder Ali Mose said, "The company is transitioning to a new direction, and unfortunately this is a painful but necessary part of the process. We'll have more announcements about our new direction coming shortly in the next few weeks." In a popular story that hit the internet earlier this week, Sony has been attempting to trademark the term Let's Play, and in doing so has managed to upset one of the largest YouTube communities in existence. A user on the popular site NeoGAF found that Sony had apparently filed the trademark registration in late October of 2015 to coin the term, which they defined in the goods and services area as electronic transmission and streaming of video games via global and local computer networks, or streaming of audio-visual and audiovisual material via global and local computer networks. I feel like now is a great time to take a quick break to explain the difference between a trademark and a copyright for those of you who aren't sure what the difference actually is. According to the United States Patent and Trademark Office, a copyright, quote, protects works of authorship that have been tangibly expressed in physical form, while a trademark is a, quote, word, phrase, symbol, and or design that identifies and distinguishes the source of the goods from one party to another. Many are claiming that Sony's trademark application could simply be an attempt at a new marketing scheme, but the definition they gave made it appear to be more widespread than that. However, the United States Patent and Trademark Office rejected the trademark application for reasons that may surprise you. Instead of citing years of prior use of the term to define a genre of YouTube content, the USPTO instead cited that the trademark application was too similar to a 2013 trademark made by a Georgian company called LP Let's Plays, with a Z. Hopefully, Sony learns lessons from the public backlash and does not attempt to force this upon gamers. We would also like to follow up on a report that we gave last week about Optic Gaming's acquisition of the CSGO team formerly known as Conquest. Over the weekend, the boys in green competed at the TBS Road to Vegas qualifying tournament in Las Vegas for a chance to qualify in the upcoming Turner CSGO League to be broadcast on live TV later this year. Optic Gaming ended up beating Lounge Gaming 2-0 to become the first team to qualify for the league, as well as receiving a $35,000 prize for their first place finish. We would like to say congratulations to Optic Gaming on their performance this weekend, and we continue to wish them the best as they prepare for the live television league. In a surprise announcement this week, it was confirmed that there would be a Halo 5 event at the Winter X Games later this month in Aspen. This tournament, taking place between January 28th and the 31st, holds the distinction of being the first Halo tournament to be held at an X Games, as well as the first eSport tournament to have highlights aired as part of ESPN's coverage. This marks the third time that the X Games have hosted a tournament for esports, with the past 2 years dominated by Call of Duty. In a press release by X Games Vice President Tim Reed, he said, quote, "Gaming plays a big role in the youth culture, and the Halo World Championship Tour X Games Aspen Invitational nicely complements the world-class action sports competition and music elements at the X Games. The tournament will feature 8 of the top teams from around the world competing in a single elimination bracket with $30,000 in prizes, not to mention the chance at X Games Gold. No official word yet on how the teams will be chosen for this tournament. This isn't the only piece of ESPN news we have this week. In our final news story, ESPN has officially launched an eSports division both on their website and social media platforms. This was rumored earlier this week when the Twitter handle @ESPN_esports was registered. However, the rumor wasn't proven true until yesterday, when multiple personalities tweeted out about the launch of ESPN eSports. As of right now, the website only has links to League of Legends, Dota 2, and Hearthstone news. But we anticipate that they will add more games, like Call of Duty, Halo 5, and Smite, as the year progresses. What game do you think ESPN will add next? Leave a comment down below and let us know. That brings us to the streams for this weekend. Halo World Championship qualifiers continue this week as we get closer and closer to the $3 million prize pool. If you want to catch some of the top teams battling for a spot at the event, check out twitch.tv/Halo. The League of Legends Spring Championship Series regular season starts this week. Tune in to twitch.tv/Riot Games to watch Team Solomid, Cloud9, Team Liquid, LA Renegades, and more face off against each other. And finally, we have a few Hearthstone tournaments taking place this weekend. On Saturday, you can watch the ESL Hearthstone APAC Winter Open No. 2 or the ESL Spain Unlimited Cup 81. And on Sunday, you can catch the ESL Go for Hearthstone Cup No. 29 for Europe. Check out twitch.tv/ESL_Hearthstone to find out more. That does it for us this week. Feel free to check us out on Twitter in the link down below. If you like the content or if you want to see more content like this, please let us know. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Again, my name is Taylor Zeller, and I will see you next week.